Once more, me welcome you via Emra and the show. No, it's exactly 2:30 on the Eastern clock. I believe it's 5 hours ahead on the GMT. You welcome Ghana for. You welcome Ghana for if you know more outside. The good news is today, as I resume the spiritual world program now, time with Prophet Walker Afran. And this is what we are going to do. You're about to hear the year in review. Introspection, topics be on here, you know. Your Bible reflected. He talked about creation. He talked about angels. He talked about spiritual protection. Maybe so our teachings we have others on the other side. No one believe he says I know my way ground. Yeah, more orthodox, like the Presbyterians, the Catholic, the Methodists, the Seventh-day Adventists for no. Just I know man anyhow. But I don't believe about Christianity and spirituality. Say, so these are the things I now all try my education on, so that we could blind who is on the right path, not who is exactly wrong or right, but are we doing the right thing? That's the purpose I designed a program at the Ma Prophet Walker. Let me say any issue kakrebi till they call down by a certain reason. And as I always say, he have a lot to share. They be out on the show one, it will be our business. And I cry in the commercial. I know say you're deep into just like 30 minutes of the time. Into the remaining another 30 minutes, you know, you pick various topics, you know, on here, you know. Now, you busana or my quick review on it, new movie on topics be bring here. That's the man himself. Also the oracle of God. And he's not a prophet. It goes beyond that. Sometimes we lectures about TB Joshua. And you be busan ninja. Watch Yeshua HaMashiach. We in prophet Beboye. These were some of the topics that are now all educated here. I say the different type of gods. Or nyami bebre. And ye biya no munyuma omoye. In obit because my cobe be my kwaji angels do amonam. Nyame kwanso. And yes, that reflection in the back. And that was, I believe, the last week of 2020. Was it the end of year events in Ghana and global? What the names of my mama prophecies kakra. This time, the next 5 minutes, we have a share program no. Continuously here share no. You the share program you are not the Prophet Walker to so. And then no break. Because the year 2021, we had a lot of lectures. The year before I'm so. Now from next week going in there, let me put the calendar out there. This is what is going to happen. On the week of 18th, which is December 18th, if God permit, coming Saturday be a program. But the Christmas Eve on 25th, there's no program. Then first, we begin January. It's likely, see, I didn't about 2020 events, BC. See, IGP, tell he be Ghana free. Me, I focus just on global. I mean, the world outside Ghana. Now, my events, BC on in the 18th. You know. If not, the I bet trauma. Year not end the near year of 1st January because it's a holiday. No, they are my so that we become very cautious. So we can also minimize the expectations on Saturday, you know, which is going to be January 1st. Yes. Prophet Oga.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Let's say.
Yanko pa do na majomo so.
Bibi abo yeah, oh.
Okay, yanko pa say.
Ah, when there's a vacation, oh, say a sabbatical leave, oh, a resume. That is a good news. Yeah, and I'm sharing. So what we are planning to do today, or what we intend to do today, and say what we call the yearly review. And your topics be bring our church, you know. You see, and call back on it like the topic in the bar. We just do summary because already we'll put the lectures now out there. TBI we talk about creation. No, in just few minutes, be 3 minutes. You jump, on the 18th and the 1st January. There were two important topics. Now, they usher itself into the year 2020. Now, as you see, I basically said the 2020 events, you know. Ubami ayen on the 18th, you know, because 25th need the Christmas. You never travel. You go deep bro. 25th, no, Christmas. So we have next week Saturday, if God permit, and we have January 1st. And I be my year now and the 31st, which is first day on the first day holiday. Now pay the no national. The other one I'll be decided. The my. The no kind they work coming. The prophet. Which yana young koso.
Okay, we change here for you nara. We all say we all shave yanko for one kind of. But say one pipe the car me a shasi.
Sure.
Rahi Allah inna samul avilata samuna abilabu shifa and the waza. Yila wata mufa azmiki balawata isama. We shamina va tubali inda beta tubali indi suka adli betua amaze. Onyankopɔ tumfoɔ anuonyam aseda nka wodin. So she yɛbɛdi dwuma kɛseɛ ɛbɛhyia adeɛ. Baabi a ɔmante ase ani ne wɔhunu mu ani. Na deɛ obi ɛbɛhyia bi a wɔtumi de abɔ ne bra na hyɛ wodi anuonyam. Timu ne ɛserɛ ɔtumfoɔ Nyankopɔn. Adonti amen.
Amen.
Tietiefo nyinara na ahwɛfo nyinara ɛne ne brɛ.
Obi answer Joso. All right, so let's do this. Say, started from last program, from up to down, okay, because of time. The last topic was November 7th. We are talking about the end of year events. Normal yes, because you quite Christmas, I don't know. Ghana, the you know, Hong Kong, wouldn't see the city. It is money, a course into getting to that latter part of the year, and especially November, December, and then a while road accidents. It would, I mean, one day will be a big, but yeah, now it be so suspicious, the events, BCC, and then your courses are there. And as professor,
okay.
One country, Africa, they've been blessed with prophets once a Ghana. And what are they doing to prevent events?
Okay. Sure. Most of the time, so I feel because we are any accident is because papa most of African countries, and the reason is I feel because we are two planets, but before two planets, we have millions of planets. But millions of planets, scientists have only discovered less than 10 planets so far. So I think 9 planets now we have. But the planet is more than that. So all the planets God has created, all these planets will come, the God and the goddess of this planet, or the God or the goddess or the deities, or the entities that control those planets will fight. So the one who will emerge as a winner will control the following year, the whole year. So when they fought, those entities fought, and it gets to the last two entities, maybe say, so the first and the second runner-up, nti omo musu ku final na yi omo yi winner no nti omo yi winner na because of say the first and second runner up no omo mo de no omo fight ni September, October, November, December. That's when I'm fighting it. But the battle is starting January. The spiritual battle is starting. A short battle is starting January.
Oh, okay.
So when na kusa be do September na no more jai battle na ma omo be omo torso second and first no.
Okay.
Omo akun, omo so akun, no more you the winner. So this is what they do. The September, November, December now.
Final match.
Yeah, the final match, you know. The heat your fight produce, the energy your fight produce, you know, and then they create those kind of atmosphere on the planet, physical world planet, you know, and Earth planet, you know. Because the one who win will control the Earth planet. So definitely, if they are fighting because of the Earth planet, then their energy also have to have effect on the planet at the same time.
Okay.
And because of that, energy they produce banana, the heat that comes out of their fight, you know, is not a good one. No? It creates something we call violence. It take away peace, stability in every country on the earth.
Oh,
so
okay.
if we will be if go nyankopon ka ho na nyankopon adomini wo so a, you may be a victim.
Okay.
So that's how.
All right.
We fight.
So that's good.
But the other hand is also that most of the time, you know, those who are much more about spirituality and they know what I'm saying, some of them also take advantage of it, especially the ritualists, you know. Because they know much about spirituality and they are aware of this thing. Also, maybe accident to see, you know, then they will go and do a spiritual bathing over there.
Oh, okay.
So, those people who die on the spot on that road, you know, their blood will produce money for that person in the following year.
Oh boy. All right, Prophet Yanko. The second topic, I know your friends say why full lectures in that there were sites and will be a person should be. Now let's talk about this.
Okay.
Now, all my lectures be on October 10th. That was the last but one, if you recall. We're talking about Kwame Nkrumah. And the spirit I Tigana Kunyano. So, DNT F24 into me in Kunyano. So, now, it coincided with events be a tier SCR. Your vice president's bed 3. Omunina ba no moko. Minim gra males here 1. Emisata A2. And the third one they went. Aka. Yes, you're right. Indiana no dear body. So that was on the October 10th.
Yeah. What the lectures I gave on that topic was Nkrumah and some of people who came together to fight for the independence of Gold Coast, today called Ghana, went to a country called Guinea. Omo call no go di Nsumai. Nsumai no so kira omo say as omo to agi fawundi ama omai no. Ati abrofo ni tem no, omo mpe a tribe I work omai ni mu. You can trace their blood lineage through the white man or through a DNA. When you do a DNA test on those tribes now, the colonial masters, blood samples, that was uncle for them. And only people who fought for that was Fantis, because when the colonial masters came in Edina, they got married to the Edina people, Cape Coast, and the Fanti people. So that's why today, Fanti people, a lot of Fanti people bear the English name, something like Walker, Forsen, those kind of things, you know. Meaning now shows that these people are coming, they are lineage or the descendants of these colonial masters. So Munya tribe now, they can trace their lineage to the white man now. They should use one of them as a ritual. And along the line, one woman dedicated and gave herself out. So Munya as the sacrifice so that they can win the independence. And the person who did that was a Fanti woman. And the spiritualist told them that the person who agreed to do that tribe or that group of people, nobody should come from that tribe to ascend the throne or the seat of the presidency. Because the Nipano ritual as a Nipano, so nobody else from the same tribe should also come and sit on the seat physically. Because spiritually, they are already sitting on it. So if spiritually, the woman alone represents the whole fancy in the spiritual world, sit on the seat there. Then physically, there's nobody from the same tribe also should come and sit on the throne. And yes, sir, anybody come from that tribe who will try to sit on that presidential seat, that person will die. So that's what causes that problem for fancies, whereby any fancy who come as a vice president or president end up passing away without finish his or her term. And see, yeah, no.
Unsa
ɛno na Kwame Nkrumah kɔfa ne ba ya saa nsuma na Kwame Nkrumah kɔfa ne ba ya ɔmo fa ne kankan nyame a atamfo no etu ne di kankan nyame. I mean the kankan nyame no simply means that a god that has aroma. A god that has aroma. Why? Because when Kwame Nkrumah is coming or is passing by or he appear in any rally or any social gathering, the moment he appears, everybody notices his presence. There's aroma you may smell from him that Nkrumah has arrived. You will sense his presence that the man has arrived. Oh, okay. So they name that the aroma they smell from him as Kankan Nyame, named after the god. Mm-hmm.
All right, Prophet Oka. So if I remember very well, that time I now my education, okay, say me so Abakaya. What's it? It will only take a spiritualist. Obama president as not to break his idea. Why?
Yes, because those people who have come already as fancies to be a vice president or president, you know, spiritually they are not strong enough to break that barrier. Because one, before you can become a president from that tribe, you know, fancy tribe, you know, you must have a spiritual backing or backbone so that you can break the powers of that spiritualist of the Guinea. Because to me now, Guinea no spiritualist issue, you know. Who ni am wade be break here? Who be take unyano so and the spirit no issue no be kun. If the answer na what me about take unyano fancy no. Unless we are spiritual, we are more powerful, we are spiritual powerful than that spiritualist. No we would there. And so not the here, man so go so ti ase. It's that we are spiritual powerful there. Yeah. Who must breaking that spell because it's a spell. It's being cast on fancies. So before you can become a president, you must be a spiritual powerful so that you can break the spell. And so automatically, when breaking spell, now back over to the spell.
But
anybody that is spiritual powerful or powerful in the spirit, that person is literally a spiritualist. So you must be a spiritualist. In quote, literally say you are highly powerful spiritually, whether even you are not a pastor, physical pastor, or a malam or whatever it is. But at least, you know, if you're an ordinary politician, your spiritual background, your spiritual level is very higher than that spiritualist who work for Nkrumah and his people. And so now what you may break it spell, and yes, especially now, spiritualist issue, you know, I bet prevent you from ascending to throne. If you transfer, too many people.
Yeah, but what about say? Can they be a spiritualist? Be or no betting? Yes, I did. Before Ansana, any one from Central Region, because I mean, no beyond Rebecca say how many spiritualists Rebecca some president. So it means until said that thing is resolved, no central person be to me can vie for that position, no, and I will make him move in the crew. And the same essence John Dramani Mahama and vice or not so the danger to the life or so. I mean, we can say and discuss again ourselves as we've promised not to do. Go ahead.
My to be the vice president of John Mahama, the running mate of John Mahama.
Yeah, Nana James. Jane, yeah.
Yes. The woman supposed to pass away maybe around the beginning of the year. But if people have noticed something, NDC phone call from the Wupa this time,
Samu.
Yeah, so if people have noticed that, I'm not your door.
Yes.
Former transport minister, Captain Chikata, like a lot of even NDC issue statement said their members are dying.
Oh, but say, Waka, me interject you, but say, Chikata Modion say, Benuado, these people are old. You know, in politics,
let me tell you something. One say, John Mahama, he worked with Miss Dye. He worked with Mr. Dye. So John Mahama knew there. So Mamisu Wupe, it will bring a bad name to him.
Okay.
So they find somebody to work one or two things for the woman so that certain will not happen because John Mahama and his team discovered the truth which I'm saying now about Nkrumah and the fancy presidency issue.
What are catch your man?
No, that one I can't disclose.
All right, that's okay.
But because they discovered the truth, they found out that as far as he has appointed the woman, definitely the woman must also go or die. So that person, the spiritualist in quote unquote, did something that, okay, if the woman will die, then we exchange the life of the woman with 10 people in NDC party to preserve the life of the woman.
Walker. Walker.
What did I make an say?
Matthias,
I say, Abraham, Bible, Moses time, no. Israel for year one, and I'm supposed to catch Moses, make Kuni part 3,000. Israel for 3,000. Just to appeal myself. Now, Moses, I catch what's the other alternative? So that I can save that 3,000 you want to kill. Then God will tell him, offer me 3,000 bulls.
Okay.
In place of human life. Instead of saying, I'm going to put 3,000, no one to be. In exchange of human life. And now, Bible or sure for it. So, the whole year, Nipa no win this Simono. 30 to 5. So all these people who are passed away in one or other, they are using their lives to in extent of the woman.
That then no finding solution mum and find resolve the fundamental problem there that than say woman and
the issue was that when Domama was questioned, that when Domama was told that there's no need to pick a woman from that area because that area people there's a spell on them. Already you work with the fancy man, he died. You work for another fancy man, he died. And all the revelation of vision that's coming spiritually from spiritual angle shows that when you go for another fancy person who died because party supposed to ascend the presidency. Yes, the man decides to go for it. He knows his personal reason why he still wants to choose fancy. Now, after he chose the woman, he discovered later on that what he was told was true. But as soon as he has already appointed the woman, they have done the election, though they lost the election, but he wished he had listened to them in the first place of not appointing the woman in the first place, but it's too late. So now, if the woman died now, then it will bring a bad name to him in there. You one person, everybody that you go with the election, the person died. And all these people come from the same tribe, the same religion, the same region. So he's doing everything possible to save his name or protect his name from this woman's side, that this one, as for this one, will not die. So that it will not bring bad name to him. And those people who offer the prayers for the woman, one way or other, though they are powerful, but you are exchanging 10 people's lives in the party for one person. Which this thing can prevent it in the first place by not appointing her in the first place.
Yes, we understand that.
When you appointed her, you lost. You appointed her in the first place, you lost the election. Meanwhile, when you were going for the election, you were told that when you appoint her, you will lose the election. So don't appoint her. You went ahead and appointed her, you lost. Now, you are scared that those women will die based on what people as prophets and oracles are saying. So now, 10 lives need to replace with this woman's life. Which this thing can prevent it in the first place, whereby the right person can be appointed or nominated for running mate position. And you have won the election one touch. There were a lot of people in the category who can be a running mate for you and you would have won the election one touch without any problem, without you exchanging 10 lives with one person, without you losing the election, losing money which you have invested in the campaign. You lost the money, you lost the election. Now lives are also going to lose. Which this thing can be prevented in the first place. God told Moses, you and Israelites should take this route to Kenya. Moses disobeyed God. The route that will lead Israelites to the promised land will take them 40 days. But because of disobedience of Moses, it took Israelites 40 years to arrive in the promised land. Now, for Moses, when you have more 40 days to arrive in the promised land, Moses didn't take Uncle Paul. And I go for different routes. It takes 40 years or so. You see, some human life, some people life. A is the answer. Or some say you better be. Or some be you know continue when you wrong answer no tia. Then it's coming back to do correction. And the correction alone do not the hours, the minutes, the years that will to cause you to correct that mistake, which you can have solved the issue with just writing a simple A, simple as that.
All right, Prophet Oka, let's do this. As you focus so much on that issue, but the reason that Mami Bissau's idea, on say it's of so much concern to Nipa Bibre. Because I say a bandit central from getting themselves into that high office now. For them addressing an individual issue, I didn't think I more addressing the fundamental issue. Because they likely will see being a presidential aspirant and a candidate or yes spiritually inclined and yet strong, sir. So can there be another option or alternative?
No, there's no alternative, there's no option.
How?
Even John Mahama, His Excellency, appointed the woman. A lot of people who follow me saw what I posted about the woman in the first place. I disclosed everything without favor. I did justice to what I know without hiding anything. And it's there. I show how I'm not present with the appointment of that woman. And I disclosed and made it clear to people why I say so from the spiritual point of view. So what I'm saying here is not new. It's already on my platform.
Okay.
There's nothing. Let me tell you something. Almighty TB Joshua couldn't say, I'm telling you. Almighty TB Joshua couldn't even break the spell.
Oh, when you talk like this, I want to make a starting new issues, no, because I say more you see young couple to me. That's a mammy or no spiritual enchantment. Independence, my Ghana. We know very well said that is not from God. The other thing young couple to me are stronger, no. Into me over power, we are not into me over coming. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, my brother and your viewers.
No, don't say spiritual or that spiritual.
Spirituality, it's not about God.
That is about who?
When it comes to spirituality, it's not about God. It's not about the devil. There's an order in the spiritual world. Whether you are divine, black, red, or white, entity, or being, you must follow the protocol. It doesn't mean you are divine, so you are powerful than any spirit that come from the angle of black or red or white.
Yeah, but Waka, don't move forward. Okay, so once we make a comment to be like one of the teachings. Okay, I say your normal be or more calling in a spiritual order now. You must use to force, mom, you see divine. You remember saying that?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, sir. I remember, sir, when you move into a scene of maybe spiritual battle, and you are a divine, and you encounter white or black or red, and you see that you are being defeated, that's why you are divine. You invoke higher power, which is also divine, to come assist you. In the Bible, Daniel chapter 1 or 10, verse 10, Bible says, after 21 days Daniel prayed, God himself sent and the devil to bring the blessings Daniel has requested. On his way to Daniel, a demon Persia kidnapped or arrested or detained that Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is a divine. Persia is a demon, a black spirit. But the black spirit was able to detain, arrest, and kidnap the divine Gabriel. Gabriel couldn't do anything. When you read the Bible says Gabriel was in the detention and the custody of the demon for 21 days. After 21 days, then Gabriel remembered that he cannot do anything unless he invokes higher power, which is higher than Persia, not himself, but Persia. So Gabriel consulted Michael to come and rescue him.
Yeah, but some Michael, no. Hold on. Michael no, is a divine, a Nyankopon angel, and then Gabriel Frey.
Michael is a divine angel.
Yes.
So Michael has to come in and show supremacy. Michael did not come and fought Persia with the color of their entity or their territory as a divine or black or white. He came with supremacy that I'm coming as a higher authority than you, Persia. As you were able to detain Gabriel based on your rank. So I'm also come to rescue him based on my rank. So when Michael came in, Michael was able to set Gabriel free, and Gabriel was able to return. And even Gabriel couldn't come to the earth. Persia negotiated with Michael and said that you are my authority. Before I will allow Gabriel to go, Gabriel should obey that he will not go to the earth planet, because on the earth planet I control them. So the moment Gabriel I set Gabriel free and he still moved to the earth to Daniel, it means that still he's in my territory. So Gabriel has to return to heaven and Michael has to come to the earth.
All right, Prophet, okay.
When Michael came, Michael told Daniel that the reason why your answer has been delayed is because Gabriel, who was brought to your answer, was detained by a demon. So Almighty TB Joshua even couldn't break the spell for Mills. Mills was aware. There was a lot of prophets who told him that where you are coming from, you cannot be a president. If you become a president, you will die. He said, no problem. I have a prophet in Nigeria who will break the spell. And I remember when Atamis died, and TB Joshua was paying tribute to him. TB Joshua said on his Emmanuel TV that he told the late president that he wants to be a president, but the tribe he comes from in Ghana doesn't permit them to be a president. So the president agreed that despite what he believed that God will see him through. So he's not surprised that the man has passed away. He did his best for him, he prayed for him, but he couldn't break the spell. Every Satan was aware of this spell.
What makes you think that Emisata was aware?
Very good. I remember, all due respect to Osubempa, I give credit to him. I remember before, when Atamis died and Emisata was appointed, Osubempa was interviewed on Peace FM, and they were asking him about the acting vice president John Mahama at stake. And TB Joshua, Osubempa said that because where the man is coming from, he will not survive as Mr. didn't survive. And I believe later on, Osubempa went to Good Evening Ghana and explained further after the demise of Emisata. For Admiralty invited him and he went there and explained why Emisata passes away. That where he's coming from, that tribe, nobody can be a president and survive. And I believe you and your listeners can remember clearly when Jomama appointed the woman, Osubempa came out and even said that the woman will pass away a year later after her appointment. Because what? Yeah, he said that because where the woman is coming from, they don't allow them to be in the presidency because there's a spell on them. And I even also told the NDC people that the woman you are bringing, where she's coming from, there's a danger over there. We told Miss, he didn't listen. We told Miss Ata, he didn't listen. All of them passes away. You people were aware that tribe, when anybody come from there, then become a president or vice president, the person will die. Why do you people still go ahead and pick another person from the same tribe? Now, they are paying the price for it. Now, 10 people have to pay their price for one life, in exchange of one life. Now, almost 5 people are gone now.
Why not? How you mean from the NDC side? No?
And from NDC, you can go people who have passed away within 2021 in NDC.
All right, Prophet, let's do this. Very important. Sir, issue now, what reason concern? Okay? The reason why I make us say important is that, see, to me, find a solution to it, because it's more or less like people from Central Region have been denied that high office spiritually. So if that is the case here, I didn't even find a permanent solution, because what the can, if I should quote you or quote, the NDC for the NDC for purposely to protect Nana Jane, just so that Mfa and Nguasi and Asimkika and Boboni BMA is a sense John Dramani Mahamasono. They are not addressing the issue. They are only seeking to protect a single individual. So, to what solution no to media break is at the end down?
The first solution is that those people in the central region or fancy people who are interested or have ambition of becoming president, they must first have in mind and be aware of the spell. She is aware of the spell, but yet she oversighted, ignored it, and decided to accept the nomination from your mama. While she knew that accepting the nomination will bring death sentences to him. Hey. So we should put away greediness.
Spiritual death sentence. Physical one. Okay, go ahead.
No, we should put away because you know somebody say you are going to be president and 1 year time you will die and you say you want it. You yourself know that even when the party win the election and you become vice president, later by a year or a half you die. And you still went ahead and accept the nomination to be in that position. If not about greediness or second, because your predecessors didn't survive it, they died. And you are aware. Even the pastors told you, those pastors who the party engaged, told all of you people. And so you people are aware. So why do you still go ahead and say, I want it? That's why you are coming for that tribe. Instead of you to tell the leader or your mama that's my brother, because of this, I don't want to give to another person who come for different religion, Bro or Asante region or Gang or anybody for different tribes than Fancy. But you still went ahead and took or accepted the nomination. Why you know the consequences of it? So be a vice president for 1 year and die. What's the sense in it? The scripture say, be a vice president and a year later you pass away. I also be a pesika. No, so for this case, drone wa kwaya kache say, ubenya sika be 1 year time ubewu. No see me penesa. But I was when you are said that brother na na show cry for so na was. This thing, when you accept it and you die, your soul will perish. Your soul will not find paradise to go. Because literally, it's a suicide mission. You are the same as somebody who has committed suicide. You accepted something that will take your life. So you will exchange your life with a physical position. And God will not accept your soul in paradise. So the solution here is not one person providing it. The solution here is collective ideology, idea come together, no best way to solve it once and for all. So those people who are interested in presidency in both all political parties who come from central region or fancy, all these politicians should come together and find a way. The traditional leaders are there, they should find a way, they know this thing. They should find a way and solve it once and for all. So if you are fasting and you go for it and you lose your life, you did it out of greediness. You sell your soul for 1 year presidency. And what's the sense in it?
Okay, Prophet Oka.
You vice president following year.
All right, I think that point is well made. Let's do this. So, from more spiritual checks, because in South Ghana, what do pay attention to? Do you believe that I did on my year no? If it's not protecting my man, even though I spell way down.
Yes, I did on my year no. The spirit wants the life of the woman, and you are breeding the woman that she should not take the life of that running mate, but in exchange of 10 lives.
Okay.
So instead of her, the spirit to take this woman's life, rather the spirit should take 10 people's life in exchange of this woman's life. And the spirit may agree, because spirits also go in negotiation, and when the negotiation sound well, they accept the negotiation. So I believe that maybe the spirit has accepted the negotiation, and she's taking the 10 lives. And most of the time, some of the spirits are very stubborn. They may accept the 10 offer, the 10 life offer, they will accept it. After they are taking the 10 lives, they will still go ahead and take the woman's life. That's how some spirits are. You may think that they have accepted your offer, so they are taking 10 lives from the party. They will do the same thing they will do for you. You see that all 10 people will die in the party. But after 10 people have died, you see that the woman will also die. Meaning that the spirit has gone ahead. Despite you took the 10 lives, the spirit has gone ahead and took the woman's life as well.
All right, Prophet Walker, what is that? And I India won't find some.
Oh, that's what I'm saying is what I know and what I've seen.
Okay,
so
but in this situation, it's like you talked about two things. What can you mean? Do you understand? You talked about the spirit has. Okay, you were not so emphatic. What's the spirit and somehow I accept it. On the other side, one was open, another can. As I said, even though watching the crazy, we can go after lady in life. Now, maybe thirdly, what I want to know is almost yes, I did. Why is there almost in general way, say, and the spirit and say compensate you there, and the break is anyway free off from people from central region. I didn't know man in general.
Because maybe the person that they consult to do that exchange or negotiation for a party, that person is not highly inclined to break the spell. So the best the person can do is that maybe there will be a negotiation rather. He can handle in the negotiation side, but not to break the spell.
Oh, okay. And are they a powerful power?
My brother.
Oh no, I'm just curious, you know.
The spell.
But who GDS Ghana? Your microphone you be or Ghana on beating as a like more oracle for the prophecy good and everything as because yesterday they are being very unfair to the people from Central Regional.
Yes, you have a lot of people in Ghana who can break the spell. And how do you identify them?
Okay, one thing also making a class say I say nipano or yet spiritually inclined. Now some are be president and as a vice president with breaking. And mostly more spiritual and these are no more political power and I won't know this is idea.
Yeah, I mean one more damn.
So it means but whether I mean me you'll be any tia and I mean you'll be cassetia. Why would Fantis make such a decision? Think I said you say this is all the idea called Kotokwa that saying. What if for instance me okay, when this history Ashanti history about Bosiakon. See Bosiakon a sacrifice for the people from Denchira. In the olden days, we learned say Naimpo or Hini winners you could change footy the Akusioma. We will be belonging to a more tribe now or more clan now. You now you be jail. You remember that? There's something that we were taught in school. Okay. I think a person from Central Region or no moment to me sacrificing the self, say independence and Magana. No, we are was a deny why any crop for an abro. Why would an individual do that?
No, okay. And yet, space like this no about Ghana, bro. Never in Sumaina. You can in Sumaina. To me now, and a space now we used to the years are rich was no. And no, send the negotiation. It's in Romano Koya say up independence among Ghana. No, actually, the two man, they are easy for him, no, and no fire. If the only a question for no, that was the easiest option. Which Nkrumah was able to pick.
But I don't know, Kwame Nkrumah, yes, okay, does it bind people from Western region as a central region, and Fantifo in general?
Fantifo in general, so as far as you are a tribe from that tribe, whether you are fighting is Western or what fighting from central, but Fanti no, Fanti has cut two regions, central and Western.
Yes,
so whether you are from Western or central, because Nkrumah was from Western, but he speaks fancy, almost fancy person, though or is my but some fancy. And they all fancy, so I'm more central. So whether from the Western or central, as far as you are fancy, you are better.
So from your check, do you see say one day this thing will be resolved?
I believe so. And we know we are spiritually high inclined, very powerful spiritually, and not to negotiate.
Okay.
Break the spell.
But does the person have to be fully fancy? And as I say, be our other tribes who anymore would still be will he still be affected by his identity down?
If
Obi a fancy not now. Aye.
50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, the person can do that. So 50-50. As far as our fancy when our fancy when the fancy in him, must not be less. I think it should be the question must be 50-50 or even higher than other tribes.
I'm not saying say to break the spell, but I'm talking about say 50-50. Don't be a fancy bono or a fancy Ashanti. Or no, so
no, it will break him down.
Oh, sir. Okay.
Nipani is high inclined. Yeah, Nipani is high inclined. No, spelling and break here. Now we have 50 fancy as fancy or fancy of Kurana as soon as well.
Okay.
As far as you are fancy you, now.
Oh, okay. I think some questions are going to be brave Busa about this particular issue. I've tried my best to clarify them. I won't say so much concern because but let's now finally I don't know say Kwame Nkrumah no a fancy or a Western fancy. But I don't know already or ultimately so even though no akoye sa
Nkrumah they always say Nkrumah was very
Matthias, you mess your worker. It's okay. Matthias. Matthias, in the Nigeria, and you put us in it, you go to Brosa.
Let me tell you something. Nkrumah did not do it in his own interest. He did it in the interest of the people.
Which people?
Ghana, the people we know in this country at that time, he did it for the generation, the present generation, the generation which are headed to come, even the ones who are dead and gone. He did it for these three categories of generation.
Okay,
those who are dead, those who are alive, and those who are yet to be born.
Okay.
As far as the person is a son from the soil and it's a Ghanaian, he did that for that son, that child, for the soil.
All right, Prophet, let's do this. I think that they didn't Oman didn't peace mean disrespect you. It wasn't too thoughtful about. They were not thoughtful about it.
Oman was also in a rush.
Okay. Auntie.
Because that time the white man was taking all our lands.
Okay.
So Nkrumah and Pat Grant have to send John Mensah Saba to London to defend the land of Gold Coast. That the land of Gold Coast belongs to the living, the dead, and the generation yet unborn.
And you Walker, you said
the white man taking all the land. There was no option but to go for anything that will help him to save the country. from the white man.
All right, Professor, okay, let's do this. Meaning, say, most of the spiritualists are now more yeah, now, spirits need to me help people more understand the history. And at that time, what were the options? Is this something I want me getting to study about it? What were some of the options? I didn't Kwame comment here or make it this bad options.
Okay. Option is one, or not so the social independence not down now. Or independence, but open and need witness.
Oh, okay.
There's on the next problem for you.
Okay.
Witness.
Okay.
So people are now
celebrate
independence in its honor.
Okay.
And come on the lady but don't with me and finish it. But they have got it and they are paid to be to him say he deserves the credit. And also no, he can't I say Jesus I don't cry about for Yama Adasama. Oh to me for the cry about Adasama for the Adasama going to it. Secondly, there was another option. So the entire family, he will survive. He will be able to witness the independence. He will be a president to enjoy the fruit of his labor. But the family in entire Ubia. But the Bushia stage the independence.
All right, Mr. Walker. Okay, let's do this. Indeed, these were the options, right? No, choose you. All right, from.
The option was many, but the one which was cheap for him is what he went for.
Okay, Professor Walker, let's do this. Him say there's a concern. Him say you are away from your phone. Until I'm saying, "Am I okasa no? If you check a crowd, this will be your phone number."
Okay.
It's perfect, yes. My grandma noticed it. I was just prompted by someone. Okay, you say. Now, young course, our topic we are checking because some say so much concern to people, but maybe everyone say, Fantafo could make a decision. Now, I'm make a decision 1 year till one Casaho. Now, I'm pleasing the other tribes in the country. I don't mean to sound tribalistic here, but
let me tell you something.
I don't know why they did that.
Those Nkrumah and those people who went to Guinea to do that kind of rituals, together all of them, 95% of those people, Fantafo.
Wow, sure. But I don't know, yes, sir. Why would Fantis do that?
There was no alternative, there's no option because the lands of this Gold Coast of Ghana was taken away by the colonial masters.
So,
if you pass that to go and defend physically, the Saba call England to fight for the country physically. And then also call Guinea to fight it spiritually. So that physically and spiritually, they were able to bring victory to the Gold Coast people.
Okay, Prophet Walker, let's do this. If I miss you, William. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna take it. I know so you're also a fancy, but I don't know that particular region, development package. But options like a fancy, they do very well with your public and civil services in Impa. I didn't know has a development
The woman said, and then you have a package, you know why you're the man grow
Okay, Prophet, yeah, miss you. Right here. Final question on this topic. You change it, yes.
No, let me explain so that our listeners will get to know. Or 70, and when you catch one man, what was you for? Or tell you people you be our bedroom. Let me explain. I won't catch him from myself. And yes, sir, Fantini band, I don't know what about for young one. No, the whole region, everywhere, the Fantis are settled. Fantifan settled traditionally, as I saw, they are the custodian of the land. As far as they are custodian of the land, that land will not develop. Because the fortunes of the land, and then when they independent, exchange for the independence. Who say about time, a woman is a nation, every woman is a nation. It's spiritual. spiritually, you know, the woman stands for the mother of all fancies. And if the mother of fancies are no more, who will take care of the children? Who call orphanage home? What the children will eat, where they will sleep, your mobile set is unbelievable. So acquire say or battle we done a ma. None the money near you know medi. Only one tell on message. Only the no to better. That's how what happened to fantasy. Because fantasy when you now woman me. I know what the lake independence among mine. Spiritually, no, 24 are orphans among other tribes without a mother. Obatani fia if you say, Chema Fantininya Sika, New Year Baby. The moment you are fancy and you get money, you become a millionaire, you forget about where you come from. Ukrum kwa won't see me single ukrampo ukrum da. Best that will procrastinate. Maybe I crack different places. No one can ukrum crap on one single go baby ni ho. Because how many fancies no ukrum amoda madechi. Omukum group na omukọ no masa mwechi omonda no masa te omoteke you 10 no ma back. Yo omukọ ye bi omo ye wi pe omonda no ma back because only be omuti beto. Asantini me ko du krom kumase asantini obepo did week 3 weeks a month crowd adan we see fie woni krom kumase obene be di title afantini ko kekos okope ultimate nda besa na chiaba because only be wodi tibeto but me one na the same fantini na okodu krom a want to nya be bia fa ne tianto na osa ne tibaka no or the man simu otema the man simu akra. Go to them, apart from in Crafona, Colio Modeno, Francis control anybody, Francis control them, all the big house, all the big estate in Tema, owned by Francis. I remember 2019. 2017, when the parliament were doing the verdict. I'm verdict ministers, you know. And the wife, the deputy officer, that time, you know, appointed as regional minister. I say for what he can, but Mukuno, is not developed. And your wife make a lot of examples, sir. Uko Trazako, Uko Tema, a lot of big houses is being owned by Francis. He himself know a lot of his friends and we have fancy for Kapa. But the same people who come Kruma only show home our central region. This is what Kwame Nadanka said. That when he is being given the nod, he will try to see that all fancies will come back to central region and develop the region.
Ada ya no mu fie bi ka ho ana na ya ade ya mo kwe ya ho na ayo mo sa.
Unya sika na spirit na bo wa refri.
Okay, Harry, I mean, focus so much on them. As I say, target you. Harry, if you can help me with this, so if today somebody is Alan Chamatin's supporter, and on the fan base of Facebook, that's what will you tell them? And what will you publicly or privately tell Alan Chamatin? Me say name. So be a Alan supporter and a fan base I work Facebook. Most of them are my friends. So much you are. What will you tell them? And privately or publicly, what will you tell Alan Chamatin? Because so knows our president.
Alan Chamatin Asante, right?
Never Fanti. Half Fanti, half Asante. Ne papa emum ne free central a free Ashanti region. But ne ma America say Fanti. Matrilineal. Yes. So
obi tie me a ofi oya Allen nipa because nipa no o man nipa wo me de ma Allen say ni bibi ni half and it means that Allen is a fancy because I can feed in Nadia into just Allen Chema fancy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Matrilinear, yes.
Yeah. Then they should pray for him because even though he's a disco boy or one of course a Cape Coast guy, I remember I found my home. They should pray for him because especially those Cape Coast people, I believe Cape Coast people are listening to me. Allah is a Cape Coast guy. He went to Adisco. Because yes, the same thing will happen to him. That's why he has something in him, no. So now you face that.
So let's do the scenario. A comes to you or B comes to you. Or Fanti. Or you're spiritually inclined. Or manage you to ascend the throne of Ghana. Can you, Prophet Walker, and now is there any way to refer to be our no channel? So one you pay no more spiritual, very powerful, no to break it as spell.
The only thing I can do for the person, the only thing I will do for the person is that I will not break the spell for the person, but rather I can mentor the person, train the person to become spiritual inclined, very powerful, so that he himself can handle the spell.
Do you have that ability?
That for a lot of people. Have the ability to. I've trained a lot of people who are very powerful today spiritually.
No.
Some of them even use the power to try nonsense on me.
It's okay.
I can train anybody that will come to me. Anybody that will come to me, I'll train the person, I'll mentor the person, I'll give the person guidelines, and the person himself will become a very high, powerful spiritual person. And he himself can handle the spell.
And why?
All the keys the person will need to break the spell, the person will have all.
Walker, isn't not easier said than done?
What's it?
Miss, isn't not easier said than done? Say I be okay, so do I know.
That be. Me who engineer or child of medical school that. Me who medical professor or child of medical school that. So as far as me oracle or a prophet of God, me spiritual work, I'm very high inclined spiritually, you know. If I say I can train somebody to become a spiritual person like me, I can do that.
No, it's not. It's not about the training. It's about you tackling idea. Because why in your previous submissions, what's the idea? No, and it's not a joke.
That's why I said. That's why I said that the code, the keys, the guidelines the person will follow will need, I will give to the person.
And I call Nana Jane where NDC for vice candidate, no assistant. So in case of Baba vice president, and I'll be called in case of also manage.
The reason is that Nippon have to be trained and become spiritual powerful before the person even make attempt or find himself in the position of running mate or president.
Okay. All right, Prophet.
When you nomination, I feel like go training. David.
Okay, Prophet. Yes, Skippy. I know, sir. And the question is, what's the way is being cleared? Because now you're planning to be another teaching so. But will be a question of Busam on this particular issue. I hope, sir, I've tried my best to clear. Now let's go to this. Yes, Ghana youth, I'm engage too much in quick money. And now my lectures can create. That was on October 3rd about Sikedru. We saw Koto die or $1 be broke, Koto car, or Koto Range Rover, where you say, oh, my education, but you brief man about Sikedru.
Yeah.
Yes, my who educate youth, you focus on them. The internet will be a pray. I'm a video being pop up. Now, guys, be police car. I'm so we schedule to me. You remember, sir? Common idea.
Yes, me schedule much with here for. Now, I don't know. Me person me count in them last my phone count, and it says, "Who could just schedule in your next life?" That's schedule now with previous life, which is and then in your previous life, Ubaba we as a poor man as a beggar. And see, Obibia, Unam Chroma was or Celesta, DB, and Sandy Pano, the previous life, no, just schedule.
Is that always the case?
What you say?
Is it always the case? So be your sense the previous
Yeah.
life of this.
Like, your family be reincarnation. Every human being will go through that surface. Nobody will escape reincarnation. When you die, that's not the end. There's no eternity anywhere. Everybody, people preach. When you die, you are going to spend eternity. There's no eternity anywhere. When a man dies, you go and come back. You'll be reincarnated. The same soul will come back with different body.
That's what I also say paradise be away. Anyway, what that goes.
I'm coming. Let me explain the paradise. Paradise let me say, what I won't come here check you, you're going to go on one day. Yes, and based on that, imagine also that judge. If you want to open the 1 year, I want to you're very incarnate too. I call the state of paradise. Now the state of paradise, and I believe say a luxury, and I believe say a luxury life. And to say you will be a bass as so. Me I want to see more. You want to on my papa more. On my economy here. Nipa na you want to abushemu sika we abusheni mu ohun brenda we di ye fitin kwala brebe sin de na tese sa kwala no and fa nipa ni previous life no obo bra papa owu no kwa samman do no based on the judgment no it say o deserve paradise, so the paradise will be reincarnation into the state of luxury life.
All right, prophet.
Definitely. Me bobra papa nde na nyankopɔ to nsa from daakye na me kɔ a ye bu ma tawiye ne ye hwɛ sɛ me papa na me ye wasase so do me bɔne na nyankopɔ on paradise, but the paradise God will give to me is not a place. The paradise God will give to me is a state or a condition or a situation. And I have to be reincarnated back to the earth into a family of a luxury life, so that I'll come and enjoy life based on my previous living. Me abrabo me boy. It is a whole this schedule and that. Now, debi nyankopɔ fra wo fi asase wo so kwa. Ye check ko pa na wo ne wo se boni a wudi ne dɔɔso. Ye be reincarnate to hate, and the hate ye be reincarnate to no is a state, not a place. If you reincarnate to go back to the earth, ye be wo ba wiase a wo be wo abrabo na wo bo fitu nkola bem na e abrabo ye den. Abrabo bo wiase nyina ya abrabo ye den. You don't have any option than to go and stand on the street and beg. It will also be a pound, sika, obi within them, maybe in the search to chat, the next chat, or on 3 years, or sense I do a traffic man. Next says any panel. The previous life or Jessica Drew. And in the sika, I said, what near was I was in Nano. When you're in I won the previous life. No. So there's no money left for him. The next life. The only thing he can do on this earth is to beg before he can eat. There will not be any means for him to work. When be about my first obey many sikano, on yes, aquanyano. Into a body, the nature will cause you to have an accident whereby you lose parts of your body at best with you. So with my Juma or Sabequano. So the only option will let for you say you have to beg. Go on traffic and beg for money before you eat.
All right, Prophet Walker, you're finding sure because and then we've done very well. But Tim said the whole year and more topics. But from what I'm seeing right now, no, you cover about 1/4 of it. So, doing him anyway, so but could be by this topic. It's a different type of gods, you know, you're brushing it off because I know them say not understanding or more be prepared. So topic no test. You're calling to TB Joshua. The 2021 they take here by surprise. TB Joshua of free mu. Ha nipa be no, what is your take on that? My lectures are not any bread one who don't put it sling and coupon about father. So what has been the aftermath of the death of TB Joshua? Who ye give a
Okay.
Yes.
One thing is that through Joshua, on Nankasa and Kaja Yankopo Yankopo Mefano. Yankopo Mefano. But Yankopo Mefano, no. He got reincarnation. Within that period, short period, within a week or month, and also reincarnation. We so do or free one, maybe only a year. Obi work a chance on your reincarnation. Obi be a reincarnation, but Obi ma dependent. Difference Obi free one. Now on your reincarnation na ni so no our ancestral word. You be a ancestral word.
Ancestral word. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ancestral word no. And one no so and no assassin way as I say it is the earth planet and I say. But I know scientists cannot discover it. Though they go to the space, they see the whole cycle of the earth planet, but they can't discover any city or any place under the earth planet. But it's a spiritual world, which that's place that nipa wu auko. And when I ukwa o krane kwa train reincarnation, and when I can go give you account, or papa no money no train for reincarnation. But if you just so I know offering no do on the show no ko ho okwa anche bia na otumi pass an account for him to be reincarnated. Now come on, don't reincarnated so nya no when kwenye baby bia say na na bushim onakasa ne ba e no reincarnated fa no so. Ndo ne ba owo ne ba na so so sa ne ba na no so wo no papa no ni second time on earth or the next life no ne ba na say wo ne ba e. So Tibi Joshua was reincarnated through Onangasa Neba. Into a better but when I want he's coming to this earth, or he has come to this earth to enjoy the fruit of his previous life. And the papa or money or year or previous life in Nano, Obe Chiasuka, and Obenya Swakechia, I want a new life now when you see what I see. What's only in Nano? Now will pay the price, and he is receiving the reward of his previous life.
I see. Professor, young Dewi. I say, topic we will debate my by different, like separating, but because of time to combine it. The spiritual interpretation of the current economic hardship in Ghana and the solution. It is for political and because in different topics you combine. It said, not necessarily this government. Now you're talking about the year 2021. Both economic and political. In your bonny government.
Hello. Okay. The woman said some of the candidates or presidential candidates or politicians, when they are willing for power, ambition to become president, they seek for spiritual support. And when they seek the spiritual support and they get what they are looking for, they forget who helped them in the first place. Okay. And so we have finished power of mayor president now. No more than direct and then go to Mubuna. Nipana of war more and a Susuna of war many a community. Susu air China said that. And one almost Susu share and the Shannon said the M bar. There's not Nipana as a person has gone after the administration. So a bad governance so that your people will be on your neck, that you are a bad leader. Meanwhile, you yourself know that you are not a bad leader. But who tries to move your money? What you will open your money? But we won't see us here. You don't want us to say we have to sell back what that's because some say, but in a couple of 4 years, you mama. Now be your present. No one fast down, Remy. No, a young cat on your couple to for now, or fun about for some woman in Guam will be a present now. Now, I hopefully because I didn't know Freya and more service no matter present. You are going to know my dancing. On my day, I'm going to through you. Because you are going to accident, mamma. A better Yanko, Susan, because Yanko, only back accounts are not until they belong to this kind of command. But when the money are, let me show my cutting and posting Yanko, so may see our family so buani. I better was it. Indirectly, it is Yanko that man. It's a company who said, who for appreciation Maya, they will question me. And when they question me, they didn't see how my appreciation Maya. So they should handle it. Then they will decide to come after you. The person now, so president, they will come after you. The only way they can come after you, so you can feel the pain, you can feel it, you know. And they said they will cause you a bad governance. And when they cause you a bad governance, your people will be on your neck. So you are a bad leader. Policy be a way be an end to us. Policy be a way to talk. Policy be a instead of the policy be a bro minor. The policy be or how a bro minor. What is so? Then you have a bad name on your record. Say, we once upon a time we had a bad president who was called a social soul. You knew you was for Obama. After what you have done, you know, I think when you say, where's your more money? But that's not too late. You can't do anything about it. When you're bad record, what's when you 8 years a year? What do you mean by being? When you're bad record, say, Nipa will do more money. And one funny thing is that when you die and you get reincarnated, you become.
Okay.
Let me, I don't want to go there. Let me go there. Actually, we have got this topic. This is way. What does it about?
Sound.
Amophobia, amophobia, the one, no, I have for. What's amophobia, one or yellow for? Amophobia, the one number we are saying you want to a yellow for. No, I have for Sire to Nimpin in Bimu. Abofano. In his previous life, he was a leader. Whether a president, whether a vice president, as far as you were a leader, whether any form of leader, but he was a bad leader in his previous life. So because you are a bad leader in your previous life, when you die and you get reincarnated, you will buy your for. That's the word of nature. Nature will come. So that's your hate. Say so be a walk up with say no. But so when you walk up with say when you walk up paradise. So that paradise and hate, you know, it's not a place, it's a state. So when you die, you go, and they ask you, they will find out that when you are on earth, you are a leader, but you are a bad leader. You made your followers or your people or your subjects suffer on earth. And because of that, you don't deserve to be among human beings. So they will tell you to imbecile or Yalefo. They are all by the other, what we are saying, what's a two so.
Let's do this. Now, we are just left with 8 minutes. Yeah, we've done a lot, but it's unfortunate. Again, to me, in fact, just less an hour 30 minutes in cover almost 11 months or 12 months topics. So I think we've done a lot. And on the 18th, you'll be a different topic. But you're to me uncover near fence. So now, Prophet, and your mommy, first one, to me in a few minutes, I'm a second one in the program. What about sir angels in your mind? On so what be my very lengthy teachings about angels, a Juma Omoye, and what you call spiritual protection. Didn't you see the people brave bomb by what society leaders be organ or munina bumukra protection in your ma? Who say what I mean yes summary, no nothing why your questions no. Why I say deeper the old man so bomb by and I'm a grandmother and I didn't so be on so and I go bar or mouth protection that. But you focus on the angels. Let's do this. There is another person, or also, or you more Juma we but on the or admit now, or he was on the dark side. No, yeah, or Nippon Sam and Nanti were who put that. I mean, no argument of person chance say, name this modern day yet.
But what I know,
there is another gentleman, okay? I honestly give you teachings. I'm here, on the not also or dark side. You see, Anna. On the evangelist, is a prophet. Free bone, someone will be evangelist. Now, all can't humanity here. But on the position, say, near a TVC, say, soft be, prophet be, catch us my assign guardian angel amount. My assign above for the amount dark or say a white like yes a white or so say and take a quick break. Now you have Prophet Walker. I'm Rama Bear ending show no. So we are just left with 6 minutes to end the show. You know, Yanine Bear and they are very soon. I don't know what happened in Ghana, but all the same, I tried to connect back to him. Now the Prophet Walker and they are. All right, Prophet Walker, be hold you on. I'm a Kakrebi. All right, we are back. Prophet. Hello.
Hello, yes, sir.
Yes, I'm saying Hitch Kakrebi, but it's been resolved. Yen say. Atamana mi busawini. Say there is another gentleman on the day he was on the dark side, who admitted publicly, but he said he's an evangelist. But on also from the look of things in Ghana, no, just like Ghana, papa. But what he is saying is about 99% of almost see spirits, yes, I don't know. They don't know. Satan is smarter than Munyana. The Bible use spirits to be hard, they are fallen angels, but Omunim. I'm an ball one of angel bidding. Or say Satan there in the dark world. No, appear to the say there. In the position, I contradicted so much with your position and your teachings on angels. Because who believe you say? Yeah, Mubiani, yeah, Orthodox, Seventh-day Adventists, Presbyterian, Methodists, Catholics, no. Yeah, yes, I know my way. But from your teachings, deeping into charismatic teachings, Mumu will believe, say, as will be free Holy Spirit, as will be angels, so that we be one neighbor to now, and that's how they're not protecting. And I also have an individual position, say, can there be a case, say, individual between baby, I say, now all bad. Ne maame wo no oba Nyankopon akasa emani protection and as a work as a who live by the laws of nature so automatically we need protection and we teaching say we should say your nyoma bu obi okra wonya ni hwe wi ase a otumi ha me okay that is the need in here as will be protection and this gentleman was trying to say ne suffer because about my angel anya papa because a bonsam dear, but just a source of no names a bonsam dear because angels in be honoma, familiar spirits in be honoma. Was it between a piatro say a light pepe, and we mortal beings, in Zin, you know, be no smart change Satan. In Yankopon go off and easy with him. Into a no, he's called an house. Oh dear, ye be arrangement, he's trying to be on this show. The movie and Yamama Casana, more boy. So, sir, as I'm now making and contradicted with teachings on some may be to me by ultra type of angels will be by with an angels in your man in terms of protection and it's idea. So, what is your take on this?
Okay. Angels, your angels, your spirits. Now, be our we have protection. What I say, I won't you have to go with the protection, protection. Because anybody I won't now be are here. I confirm you need to wait, confirm you and stand waiting a buy. I'm one of former guardian angels. Now, you know your angels and Kasangasa. And the Baku, I will come on that. Come on, other package like only the man said, or the man which but any papa we hear or previous life, no, but she also comes as we so. You have come to receive or enjoy the fruit of your previous life on your current life. And they want, you know, also come. You are more than say, we are papa, but no, no, so much. The time that is out of me and say, we omuye obiye ni oba ho ba enti gaje is your omo money pa ho ba they came to escort you to take note of whatever you do on this earth no imagine so I reincarnate you to the next one, to your next life again. Okay. And the difference be how as you will know about your protection. What will be some books are more books reading because the more you show the practice or what is so I won't mention the book. And right Jesus Christ your war no. Only 12 years. Ne ma ne papa ne ko India. Ekosia de ekodi protection na ko ba no is book one sia no need to Bible one how possible
I hope so and yes 6 and 7 books of Moses because and also na sa gentleman ya make an ask me wa BSS book no say ne papa Christo ni bia because you say book
no 7 books 8 books 9 books 10 books of Moses and yes papa sa book no Moses akasa Moses ochiro Genesis no ono no ochiro sa book no
oh okay
na sa book no na ye rabbi for no kwa na ekan in the time white man every Bible ba no o so the kan wa it will open the mind of a black man so oyimi fi mo separate no and then maybe I mean me explain o can be show be you talk about occultism na there and then now we used to say on the occultism so when they started occultism that's the book they use and then we give you Bible no ma other books no those we call authors for any at Pentecost and follow okay so it's a book of Moses so Moses or more than 100 books but almost separate no it took a kind of book of Torah Moses throw ya Torah any King James no ube was a mystery to do a Torah ne mo but when they would say what is more so Moses na choy na kokona de man o choy
prophet because of time it's exactly 4
na kokko nipa ubata siso a unya protection because one ya want to ebushie mu ebushie na ewu tu mu no ubeto nkwafu ebushie ne mu ebushie no so ye di bibi na chichira ebushie ye de ahonhom na chichira ebushie no ebushie bi so ewu tu mu a so wago ye wu tu ebushie bi obegba ago enti ugba ago a mi amo akwa abo ebushie no sunsun mu a the first no me ye say ebushie ni nkonya no nkonya na wabushie ni mu no na aboso na ahom na abushie mu no amoje wu ni pa no star first eto and say ya beka ye do star because ebushie na obepie mu no bi ni wa kwa brochi da but to star na oda bass as we say obekwa brochi nti eje obi en kwa brochi da obekwa brochi wo star na oda bass say obekwa brochi ye eje ebushie obi en to ka da but you want to be sure you start to over talk ya just stand ya just enu ya just start into adibia wo start to chire so ba ya wasase so a ebushire no bepiem no bi na wa yes ade ebushire mu da no enu nti no fia bo so Jesus stand say ade we ya wo ade we ya wo stand mu obi ni wo ebushire ma wa yes ade bi da ade se wo ba yi if ya ge so that wo ebushire na ba ya epe sadi we no ogadi ni se etumi ya wo hwe o kama angel otumi ya wo hwe enti wawo ni pa no ye wo ba sa se we su na wo nyini na wo sa wo bra wa brabo mu a na wo kwa bisa ukwa bisa de wo be ko wo no bo se ende ukwa bisa no be ko se ya je wo star ana wo star o ma temper so only way ni say wo be ko protection said Papa, based on your belief. So based on your belief, Nti ahom ko gista ne ma wo wi a ahom be so mo nko omo no betena because omo gya wo ho omo ne sane ma wo omo kwa ufie fu no ba sa ba back abaje fu se mu bio nti omo betena wo ho so that so bi fi we buhye mu ba wo ho se ufie bosom ufie kunja ufie abefo omo ba wo so omo be gista na omo agya ma wo na omo sa be dibio mu a they can fight those spirits and then they for protection.
Okay.
Nti obi so wa protection when you buy mbo when you bibia aya hohoma wakwaje se onkwaje bibi wo lebuhye ma no na bi ni sika na kwantuo ni school ni yedie na warrior na wo lebuhye kwaje awu buhye ni mu enti se obi ya protection ma wa omo wo angels angels oda ma wo no angels ni kwa buhye mu kwaje adibia ya wo dia wo de ba asase wo so ofiefu aje
Waka, me interject you, but let's do this. I know. I did Wabma lectures on. We're not looking at the benefit aspect of what those angels and the Bible. Our focus right now is say. This is where the contention is. Our focus is on say. You Walker, how would you know say angel now would be no papa? And I will bet say if you move on form on us in or more fan. That was the main key. And this gentleman says, yes, I didn't know because only also no man until so now also who explaining what good angels and bad angels are.
Yeah. So also ono say ono man until stand and you know man until
all right, what I had
so it can I'm explaining me I am not the best spiritual person in the world. The Satan is not the spiritual best person in the world. And so, no one until the knowledge he has acquired doesn't mean that that's the final knowledge.
Right.
The same thing what I have acquired in the spiritual world, no, doesn't mean that that's the final knowledge. I want to see so. There's a lot of knowledge people come and make me acquire in the spirituality.
Okay.
And based on my knowledge in my spiritual area, I say you can detect evil spirit from the bad spirit, evil spirit from the good ones. And the back, based on what this year, I know level no. What me I detect it. Me spirit be no payment no me be spirit ni feedback. The territory, the rank, the position, the day, the color, I have to know. So we're black, red, white, or divine. And the all cano be on this level here.
I will be on only Lucifer and Antino. Who's on do level here? Anyway, what can I do? Let's do this. Okay. Matthias, but on all person said those how do you call them? The fallen angels, no. Also me very cunning. Just only thing appear to you saying that's what he was trying to say. Now do you more be who is so for be catch us or amount angel or boy never.
Now that spirit not come. There's only one spirit. Or appear as even Jesus Christ. The spirit not can one spirit pay. Among those who ever pay. Your friend Ayesu, Theo Ayesu. What the battery might say Yesu. Ayesu. What the battery might say Yesu pepe. They talk about Ayesu say that spirit will appear or say Jesus pepe. But no, Jesus, I am say Jesus Christ, I am the Messiah, I am Ayasu, I am Messiah, no, or you tuntum. Or maybe also Jesus again, say Jesus color, Jesus Christ, the color is black. Apart from the spiritual angle, no, or black one, who share physical books. I talk about Jesus, Ninquala, or Tia, who read Torah, his books, most books in Adina. All of it, I describe Jesus or a black. Even you can just describe Jesus or a black. But I used to know Pia or Pia as a white man. But it looks, ni be to say just prepare, the Libya or bar the first of it, actually said, or the same better now. Instead of better, once I am one in some prango, tell Jesus, we are one in some prango, pepe. No one's a modest in some bar, no, I can't share. Some of them make a crack to one mount, making me more than Jonqua. Because so you have a Juma, National Bonosa, or I just won't keep on the 7 of first. Or you are now. Session and I send a prayer we are born in them. Send a train and I want it through. But no one will be brave. Yet be a Jesus, but me or a demo, Yavana Yesu.
All right.
So it doesn't mean, sir, if Ayesu or Jesus Christ get the same personality, every demon, every angel, and every demon will be also can do the same thing in regards of divine ones. No.
Okay. Professor, why don't you let's do this? It's a sad topic, you know. But then, as you promise yourself, you know, can you go exactly by your time now? You decided, you know. But you to me on, I know she is 4:09. Until the next 3 minutes, you know, maybe a minute. I'm smart for 2. I'm gonna wrap it up. You better was say, even though you're about 40% of the whole year, major events are only my teachings. But before I back on, let me talk about this. I'm saying monopoly, and I'm the one encouraging it. Hello?
Hello, yes, sir.
You heard me, right?
But you're repeating why?
The listeners and the viewers almost say monopoly. Now, mention I'm encouraging this idea. I agree.
Monopoly.
I'm some say, yeah, from 2 to 4, no, one monopolize show, no. Their observation is it's true one way. It's only your doctrine, but it's about time say you open up. Then Kofu be so about challenge some of your ideas. No, is this something you are open to that?
Yeah, I'm open to it. That's why even I'm saying there. It's not only what I know, the knowledge I have acquired, what I have acquired, the final knowledge in the world. There's a lot of people who are even more higher than me when it comes to spiritual knowledge. So if Owusu or Nano Owusu, whatever he's saying, you know, that doesn't much say. You're not kind of fan say, no prophet or no somebody angel. Those kind of things because when Lucifer, me when Lucifer, me when Satan, me when Abazada, me when Zizada, me when even Jesus Christ, me when all that, me when Matatron, the God of Israel.
Professor,
me when Asoleti that, the female creator. So based on the encounter we have had with spirits, you know, because of that we have arrived at, then that's wrong.
Oh, okay. But let's do this. You know, now your own word, you know, you are open. So try see bear getting an else on so about boardness. Now because you know this is what the people are doing. A lot of people are making spiritual or religious decisions based on teachings of okay. Obi no a presbytery, obi a Methodist, SDA, no process or corporate protection. And then those people are taking the part. But on the other hand, they are being cautious, they are treading cautiously. So omo konko ya de na in the long run be wo lose omo so because obi no betim de ni gidi ahye wo prophet Walker wo knowledge mu na akotu anamu bi akopa angel na aden de ni se akopa angel ko tana ne orthodox no wankeye. That's why they want to get various teachings we have abekere. So whoever sound very convincing, they will take a part. I will say a big thank you to you. So this is something you should expect the year 2021. Say, "Nyame ma yenkwa any BC, any the best starting. You better bring your other people now. Almost about now. Most of the topics I watch here, that is how you be designing program. You say, "Nyame so ma yenkwa." Now you better was so powerful. And team say you be share next week Saturday, which is on the 18th. On the 18th, no. So why has I say the year the prophetic events for 2022 you be change or you be choose topic. Nanka ye the 1st January no about be prophetic no. The reason so ebi mu show concern saying you need can ahead no unless you are not prepared with your spiritual events. Yeah, also be more church go. Because after 31st night no because I go pick Crawford there. Why you pick and choose, you know what I mean? As a which it's prophecy now the Bible show there. That's why I can say
I want us to do hours before that night will come.
Okay, then that should be on the 18th because 25th I bet you going for Christmas. Yes, thank you very much for your time.
Welcome.
Sure. say your friend wa bra. A very inspirational song. Enra na no matin we da, but enra na minya ye. And I'm saying the debate show no. I hope some issue copyright against us. You see, a lot of people have lost direction as to the religious part or the spiritual part of taking. Now, and I was so impressed about what Prophet Oka said. Also, he's very open to knowledge. Or no, the spiritual knowledge in him. And the chess on in BB, and as the encounters I went yano, and the chess on in BB. I was so happy when I heard that. It almost say me Makunaive to monopolize the program no with him. It's a lie. Now you have nipa bia on per se the views you better challenge no. So nipa no only say we a tyrant. It means or secure the knowledge. On per se he doesn't want that knowledge to be challenged. Whilst I went now pink wine, I hope say a bit difficult a session or that presumption say member designing program na more no. So the ultimate title holder Nana Wusu. Beginning tomorrow, we'll start negotiations. And I will also be joining you show you so coming January 1st, I'm hoping say January 1st, you will bring in the two of them. Wait, let me see. Yeah, January 1st is on Saturday, the 2020. It's going to be a very interesting show. On the 18th, any Prophet Walker by the prophetic events. Now, January 1st, a teaming up with Prophet Walker. And then the year in review, topics be bria now on here, pick and choose kakra. But you need to be covering now. Because each month, at least about full month in the crowd, or 4 topics. You need to mean for an hour 30 minutes. But maybe a focus is so much upon yes, or banana or Tigana Kunyanos. I have friends in Canada now person yes so our ambitions. But I didn't take the who you to almost. But I think Prophet Walker did not change his stand or his position. Or say, a bit Jina Sadian unless he break his idea. We are why will be. Now, according to humanity, if I realize it, but I won't tackle the fundamental problem, but almost secure my voice, you know. On my foot also the man so what central background when you move there. Anyway, your friend is here. Once more, Meda Ubibiase for time. Hopefully next week, Mummy and Cousin share program. No, I always say program with the won't acquire any knowledge. And then money started from January no muhuye. 18th of December. Also the prophetic events ba. Normal major issues we say any Ghana. See, you better discuss it and so. If we are January 1st, the oracle against the evangelist, the former awkward grandmaster, and I will say a big thank you to everyone. So you may see now one thing can be